First at 9, 3 people are in custody tonight after a pursuit that ended with officers searching for the suspects for 7 hours. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jonathan Cooper.
And I'm Shannon Brousseau. The suspects ditched that stolen SUV and then took off in a wooded area near Keystone Lake after ramming into some police cars. News on 6's Jordan Tidwell called 911 after spotting all 3 suspects, and that's what ultimately led to their arrest. Jordan?
Jonathan and Shannon, this all started here with a theft call. But then later we were leaving the scene where that SUV had been ditched when we saw 3 people who matched the description, and we called 911. After the 911 call, Pawnee County Sheriff's deputies, Sand Springs police officers, some troopers, and OSBI agents arrived to take the 3 people into custody. This ended a search that started 7 hours earlier after 3 people were accused of stealing from a Tractor Supply business in Sand Springs, then took off and started a pursuit. Sky News 6 pilot Dustin Stone captured shots of a trooper using a maneuver to try to disable the stolen SUV, then showing the driver hitting the patrol car and later into a Sand Springs police car. Then the driver went the wrong way on Highway 412 and barely missed hitting a semi-truck head-on. They eventually ditched the car and took off. It was recovered out of Dan Guma's backyard, not far from the bank of Keystone Lake.
I get a text from my wife and said, "Did you know police are out front of the house?" And I laughed back in text, LOL. I said, and she said, "No, really."
Guma says he was surprised to see the people in his yard, but thought the suspects knew the area.
These tire tracks coming off of here, curving in here, that's from their Tahoe. They knew exactly where they were going to ditch the car and run. They probably figured the cops wouldn't be able to see them back there.
Police searched the area for hours. Guma says he didn't expect this to happen outside of his house, and he's thankful the car is gone and the 3 are in custody.
I'll be glad it's out. I know my wife's going to be glad it's out once she gets home, because she's going to be more nervous than me.
And officers took 2 women and a man in for questioning. OSBI says no officers were hurt today, although officers did fire shots at the suspects at one point during the pursuit. Live in Sand Springs, Jordan Tidwell, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.